for a while. Put that in there. Yeah, you'll be standing for a while too. And so Ken, if you may know, is not about waste at all. So it's important to kind of get as much of this as possible. It's something very important to remember when preparing Ken's food.
Yeah, I was asking him, did he recycle, but I didn't see a separate
Yeah,
area.
he keeps a little container, that red bucket up there, that's for recyclables.
Okay.
And then it gets put into the can outside.
Okay. What usually do you put in there?
Like paper products,
Styrofoam?
cans, styrofoam, some styrofoam. It depends if there's if it's just really dirty and there's just a bunch of stuff in it. Then
Because he had rice today.
Okay.
I didn't know whether to recycle it.
If I could salvage it, I would try to recycle it, but there were plenty of times that I just kind of tossed the styrofoam.
Okay.
Just get on it. Now, if we were juicing the jalapeno and lemon juice, which is what he'll typically combine with the watermelon, then, you would rinse the jalapeno and the lemon, and typically don't have to cut the jalapeno too much. It'll just fit in right there. And then the lemon, you'll just kind of cut it into quarters, leave the skin on, and just put it through there. And you're going to want to juice the lemon and jalapeno first because it has the most potent flavor. And it's like that with any of the juices. Whatever item has the most potent flavor is what you'll juice first, so that everything that runs through afterwards has some of that flavor in it. And that's why if you ever need to juice his daily juice, the recipe's right here, and he has each of the ingredients in order of juicing order. And it's like that because it's most potent flavor to kind of least potent flavor. And all those directions are on the fridge. And then I wrote a little kind of send-off study guide that's posted on Ken's blog that I believe contains information about juicing as well. It does, now that I think about it. I've just not looked at it in so long, but there is a lot of food stuff on there. So. Watermelon gets really sticky and crazy. So, put that in there. Put that. So typically we would throw the rind in either the compost outside if it's warm out, or it's yeah, we're still doing the compost. The last time I was here, he just had me give this to the worms downstairs in the compost bin because they really like the melon rind. So I'll typically cut up at least some of this and throw it down there. Not in super huge pieces, but they can hack it. So we'll give them some of that. T H I this I is L A S last M last melon of F S E of the season. Okay. Oh, so this won't even come up for a while. Okay. Well, one less thing to worry about. So we'll just go ahead and mix these off. And these will get juiced first because they have the most potent flavor out of the two things. And typically what I do, sometimes I use my hands and just kind of do that action, but if I can cut it up, you just want enough piece that's easy to get through the juicer. Just kind of whatever works. Sometimes it's mushier. other days. And when you juice, you do include seeds and everything. So don't worry about separating any of that. And then I always get out a little scoop, because this kind of gets overwhelming to just kind of load into there. So, go ahead and do that. Now typically there'd be a little screen. Where's the screen? This screen. This would go in here for really any other juice except for the melon juices, the pineapple juices, things that Ken might want kind of chunky.
Mm-hmm.
But his morning juice has the screen. Mm-hmm. So, and that's on there. But, so we'll do that. We'll always put it in this container unless there's just a ton of it, and you can put it in like the big glass Lipton container, and there's a little lid and you can pour it out. But
Okay.
since there's only one melon, we'll be using this just because it's easier. So, go ahead and run this through. The little on switch is right here if you ever need to start. Sometimes it makes noises like that. Don't be too intimidated. Just kind of run it through. And then there's this piece. Kind of put stuff through it. And it's that easy. Scoop away. Don't be afraid to get dirty. So whatever makes it fit. You don't want to leave the juicer running too long without anything in it. It's just not good for the auger and the motor. So it's just kind of a mad dash to get everything in there and not make a mess. Nothing too crazy. Whatever fits. Now this is just the way that I found to be easiest. If someone else comes up with something better, then by all means. Just it seems to be the least mess with minimal waste. So with things like watermelon that, I know this isn't the right term, but like pulpier, I guess? Like they have all that running through, like things like tomatoes, oranges, like stuff that just, it's kind of squishy. Let that run through because it'll be just a lot of wasted flesh and juice if you don't run it through. So when you go to turn the juicer off at the very end, make sure that you can run as much of this stuff as possible because there's still juice coming out. That's at least been my experience. But we're going to do a little switcheroo right now. When it starts to get full, you don't want it to get too full because then it'll just be terrible to pour. So, transfer it. Put it in there. And we'll keep going. that we'll get to next, it is daily juice that's done every single day. But since I'm already here and there's a bunch of produce, the maximum amount of daily juice that you can typically get away with making is like 3 times this recipe. So you'll just take the recipe times everything by 3, and then there's a proper way to store it. And Ken can typically keep it fresh for about that like 2-day mark, because one of those will be whatever he drinks that day. So the 3-time amount though is typically not done until Friday, so that he has one each weekend. But a typical day for, I'm guessing, Muso would be to come in and kind of get Ken's daily juice, just the 1 serving made. So. But things like this are kind of like what I would call specialty juices that we make like seasonally, dependent upon like what's available and what Ken's in the mood for. The other thing too that I didn't mention is that whenever you're juicing like a sweeter juice like this, and then there's also the daily juice to be made, Ken will typically just always have you run the sweet juice first, because this daily juice, even though there's a lot of vegetables in it, it's still a pretty sweet juice. So it just kind of adds extra flavor. So, because you don't really want to be running garlic and pepper and all that stuff through here first and then juice watermelon. So, these are just things that I've picked up. Alright, so this was pretty easy. I made a mess. That's new. Alright. So when this is all done, we'll get a wooden spoon. Stir it up. Wood, not metal. What are you about to tell me? You good? Alright. Well, that was that, the watermelon juice. Whenever you have to cut a watermelon, do it just like that. Unless you find a better way.